Hey gamers, and welcome back to Clever Boy Gaming. In today's episode, we discuss 50 facts, secrets, and Easter eggs about Pokémon Generation 2. Keep us honest in the comments, tell us what we missed. 1. Lugia was initially created solely for the second Pokémon movie, but its popularity led to its inclusion in the games and anime. 2. Ho-Oh made its first appearance in the Pokémon anime's very first episode, despite being cut from Generation 1. 3. Tyranitar is unique as the only Pokémon with a Rock-Dark type combination, making it a standout in battles. 4. Suicune is known for its quest to purify polluted water, embodying the spirit of a pure spring. 5. Houndoom's flames are toxic, causing burns that can inflict eternal pain on its victims. 6. Onix evolves into Steelix after 100 years of consuming iron-rich soil, transforming its body into a diamond-like structure. 7. Umbreon can spray poisonous sweat to defend itself, despite not being a poison-type Pokémon. 8. Entei is born every time a new volcano forms, suggesting there could be thousands of Entei in the Pokémon world. 9. The Pokémon Gold and Silver games were originally intended to be the last in the series, but their success led to further generations. 10. Generation 2 introduced Pokémon genders, allowing for breeding and the creation of baby Pokémon, enhancing gameplay depth. 11. Crobat, introduced in Gen 2, is the evolution of Golbat, requiring friendship to evolve, showcasing the bond between Pokémon and trainers. 12. Dunsparce, a quirky normal-type Pokémon, has a unique ability to learn moves like Glare and Hyper Beam, making it surprisingly versatile. 13. Sunkern has the lowest base stat total of all Pokémon, yet it can evolve into the powerful Sunflora. 14. The day-night cycle introduced in Gen 2 affects Pokémon appearances, with certain species only available at specific times. 15. Generation 2 introduced held items, allowing Pokémon to carry items that could enhance their abilities in battle. 16. The iconic red Gyarados, found in Lake of Rage, is a symbol of shiny Pokémon and has become a fan favorite. 17. Ladybug and Ledian were inspired by ladybugs, showcasing Game Freak's creativity in designing Pokémon based on real-world insects. 18. The Pokémon Crystal version introduced animated sprites, enhancing the visual experience and making battles more dynamic. 19. Generation 2's Pokedex entries often contain dark themes, such as Houndoom's flames causing eternal pain and Suicune's quest against pollution. 20. The remakes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, included a feature allowing Pokémon to follow players reminiscent of the original Pokémon Yellow. 21. Misdreavus, the first ghost type introduced in Gen 2, is known for its ability to steal the spirits of its victims. 22. Generation 2 expanded the Pokémon world by including the Kanto region, allowing players to revisit familiar locations from Gen 1. 23. The Pokémon breeding mechanic introduced in Gen 2 allows for the passing of moves, creating unique strategies for trainers. 24. Steel-type was introduced in Gen 2, providing a counter to the previously overpowered Psychic-type Pokémon. 25. The introduction of berries in Gen 2 allowed players to cultivate and use items for healing and stat boosts. 26. Crobat's design was influenced by the concept of evolution through friendship, emphasizing the bond between Pokémon and trainers. 27. Generation 2's games featured a cell phone mechanic, allowing players to receive calls from NPCs for battles and information. 28. The Pokémon Gold and Silver games were the first to feature a real-time clock, influencing gameplay based on the time of day. 29. Generation 2 introduced the concept of Pokémon contests, adding a new layer of competition beyond traditional battles. 30. The Pokémon Crystal version is notable for its enhanced storyline, including the introduction of the legendary Pokémon Suicune's backstory. 31. The design of Ampharos was inspired by a lighthouse, symbolizing guidance and safety in the Pokémon world. 32. Generation 2's Pokedex entries often reflect environmental themes, highlighting the connection between Pokémon and nature. 33. The evolution of Piloswine into Mamoswine in later generations was a nod to the popularity of Ice-type Pokémon. 34. Generation 2 introduced new Pokémon type effectiveness, increasing strategic depth in battles. 35. The Pokémon Gold and Silver games introduces 3 new starter Pokémon to choose from at the start of the game, setting a franchise precedent. 36. Generation 2's introduction of the Dark type provided a counterbalance to the Psychic type, enhancing competitive play. 37. The design of Quagsire was influenced by the concept of a carefree, laid-back personality reflected in its appearance and behavior. 38. Generation 2's remake games featured a unique battle mechanic called multi-battle, allowing trainers to battle alongside an NPC. 39. The Pokémon Crystal version included a unique storyline involving the legendary Pokémon Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, enhancing the narrative. 40. Generation 2's introduction of the Steel type led to the creation of several iconic Pokémon, including Steelix and Scizor. 41. The Pokémon Gold and Silver games allow players to catch legendary Pokémon in the wild, enhancing exploration and suspense. 42. Generation 2's games featured a unique mechanic called Friendship, influencing Pokémon evolution and move learning. 43. The design of Giraffe Arig was inspired by the concept of duality, with its head representing both predator and prey. 44. Generation 2 did not have the concept of Pokémon abilities, but was later added in Gen 3, adding unique traits that could influence battles and strategies. 45. The Pokémon Crystal version is often regarded as the definitive version of Generation 2, featuring enhanced graphics and gameplay. 46. Generation 2 introduced one of the strongest bug types, Heracross, providing a counterbalance to the Psychic type, enhancing competitive play. 47. The design of Skarmory was inspired by the concept of a metallic bird, reflecting the Steel type's characteristics. 48. Generation 2's games featured a unique mechanic called Shiny Pokémon, adding a rare and exciting element to catching Pokémon. 49. The Pokémon Gold and Silver games continued with tradition by adding a post-game storyline, allowing players to continue their adventure. 50. Generation 2's legacy continues to influence modern Pokémon games, with many mechanics and features still present in current titles. And there you have it. Thank you for watching this episode of Clever Boy Gaming. Please like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. And like always, keep gaming.